Peace, family. What's happening? Brother JP and a hizzy, and bringing you some information about what's going on in my community. Now, I got a message for the women, right? I got a message for the women, because with me looking out here in my community, especially Washington, D.C., that's where I'm at, I don't see sisters waking up as fast, you know? You know, the men are facing a lot of agendas. Homosexuality, you got that transgender shit coming up. And I remember a couple years back that a female loves a gay friend. You know what I'm saying? And will put her trust in him because I guess she identifies him with herself. So she went and rolled with that. And she wants a gay friend. I never understood nothing like that. I mean, come on now. I cross this little street right here. Let's get to the other side. Come on now. Now, I want to know how the women feel now. How does the woman feel now? Because y'all talking about it. All these gay motherfuckers is down low. Motherfuckers is changing their gender. But the good motherfuckers, the straight motherfuckers, still reaching out to y'all. Now I'm walking in the street the other day and reach out to a sister, you know, hey sister, how you doing? You know, she don't acknowledge me or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we are really conditioned to hate each other. And I'm learning that every day. And that's why some niggas got to go, because they ain't gonna get it. They stuck. They content. They content only what the white man gives them. That's why they content. Because whatever the white man gave them, they satisfied. They are satisfied. I'm going down this little hill. I'm trying to get to this part right here. You know what I'm saying? Down here. It ain't a little beauty thing, but you know, it's a little something. Bees and shit everywhere. You know, Lord, son. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. I mean, it's really been bothering me. I talked to another sister, and she told me that she would rather take. I know I'm jumping all over the place, cause shit is bothering me, man. With these sisters, there's good men out here that see potential in you, and would love to build with you, and would love to get to know you. But it seems like we shut off. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was talking to this young sister, and she was telling me that she would rather. She has a child already. But she said she'll rather take the baby. Hear me out. She'd rather take the baby and not keep the father. You know what I'm saying? Live in a house. I don't need the father there. I just want the baby. I said, what? Who the fuck taught you that shit? Who the fuck teaches you that? Somebody got to teach you that. And that's why the family structure is important. I can't stress that enough. The family structure is important because it gives your own kids to lean on their own understanding. And they don't know. They didn't get the knowledge from the dad. Because the dad is not going to play. The dad is not going to justify anything that's really need to be said wrong. He gonna give you the truth. Okay? So that's why it's important to keep the father in the house. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Because the daughters are growing up. They're not knowing or don't notice a man when they come across one. Since the void wasn't filled from the father. You know how the women are emotional. I'm not saying that a woman can't raise a man. Yeah, she probably could. You know, I'm not. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But what are the chances? When today's society, you got transgenders and homosexual and homos doing the most, getting the most expensive, high-paying jobs. You know, I seen one that was in McDonald's the other day. So they're everywhere, even in McDonald's now. So, you know, with that being said, you have to get the truth from the pops. The pops is going to tell you what's going on, especially if he's a strong black man. He ain't going to let his kid down. He going to give him the wicked raw truth. That's how it is, man. So, ladies, you got to give men a chance again, man. We out here waiting for you. We out here. We got to remember, anything that America will support, like for instance, homosexuality, transgenders, they making bathrooms for these people. You know, I ain't gonna say these motherfuckers because they still brothers or still sisters, just that they have this disease. Definitely wasn't born like that. You had to get exposed to it, or something have to happen in your family that you was missing, and you did not get that filled. So you had to get into this society, get into the media to help build your character. But it wasn't in your character to begin with. You was missing something in your structure. That's what I believe. Any motherfucker tell me different, tell me different, man. But you know that the father is important to stay in the house. So anything that you know America will back up, they creating bathrooms for transgenders. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna have to grow up and educate your kids differently. They're reprogramming your mind. This shit ain't supposed to be like this, man. Every soft ass shit that come out, America will fight for. Any gay ass agenda, the America will fight for it. So it's important that we know ourselves when we give the truth to our kids. Because they need us, man. Them kids need us, man. You know, we got to pick up the slack for the extracted fathers that's not even in the community to help raise these kids. That's why we need funding. Fundraisers and stuff like that. We're trying to raise money so we can have resources for these kids. We can have a class where we can educate them in. We got to have a bus for transportation so we can take them somewhere. So we need the people help. We need the community's help. It takes all of us to do it, and all of us can pitch in. Because it's a problem. It's a problem. This is not prospering at all. This is not prospering. I looked up some statistics the other day according to the National Association Cancer Health Statistics. the difference between the father living in the house and the father extracted out, the father not in the house. So they had Hispanic. They had three categories, three groups of people. I'm sorry, three groups of people: Hispanic, whites, and blacks. And when the father was in the house, the kid did more and did better percentage-wise as the Hispanics and the whites. Matter of fact, for all categories that they had for the father in the house, from the three groups of people, we had the higher percentage. We had the highest percentage. Now, you scroll on down. Then they have the numbers on the father not in the house. Not in the house. I mean, terrible. We dropped a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were high up in numbers. Now we're single digits. You know what I'm saying? When the father's not in the house, in the progress that the child would make. I mean, shit, you can't really deny that, because shit, how many did it take to make the goddamn baby? 2. So you need 2 to raise it. It's not that simple. I mean, it's not that hard. It's very simple. Okay? It's not that hard. You took 2 to make it. You take 2 to raise it. Children are going to be dealing with a lot. Our children deal with a lot. You have breakups in relationships. Then you have the kid's mother, dropping the kid off to a selected babysitter that she found or had small trust in. So you got to figure out what happened in their life, what they been exposed to. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. I would trust my kid with a blood relative or me doing thorough research on my blood relative or whomever. You know what I'm saying? I have to know what that kid been exposed to. You can't just keep dropping your kids off, ladies. You can't. Ladies need a whole reprogramming. I'm not taking nothing. I'm not going soft on the niggas, because the niggas is fucked up too. You already know. But sisterhood, I'm talking about like being together. I mean, a guy can beef with another guy, and you know what I'm saying, they won't hold the beef over a certain amount of a point of time. Maybe a month or 2 at the max. But a lady, a sister, she'll hold on something for 10 years, man. Longer than that. 30 years. She'll hold that grudge. She'll hold it in. You got to let that go, sister. You got to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk about that shit, man. The black man just wants a chance again. Can we get a chance again? Got to start trusting us. You have to allow us to be the man again. Because this phrase that you say, I'm independent, what does that mean? What does independent mean? Oh, I'm an independent woman. How that work out? How that working out for you? Really? How's that working out for you? I'm independent. When a guy hear that, it's like, okay, well, you don't need me then. Shit, I'm going to just get in where I fit in real quick and roll the fuck out. You could be a great woman, but just because you put that shit out there and nobody knows what that is, I'm trying to figure out what it is my goddamn self. What you need? You don't need. The first thing you're going to say, I don't need nobody for this. I don't need. Yes, you need. Yes, you do. We need to. So, I don't know where the fuck y'all got that from. Y'all need to get that shit back to them white women. Saying that shit. I'm independent. They independent because they got that money. Okay? You forget who run the country? 100% owned by the goddamn European. You forgetting something? Come on, sister. Come on, families. Just like my man Devin the Dude said, man, you're you're forgetting the big picture because you taking nothing but selfish. God damn. You know, you forgetting the big picture and taking nothing but selfies. That's what you're doing. So I just want to address that to the people, to the women. You know, it's not an attack on you at all. It's really the man giving you some pointers on where to change. And we take it too. You know, if you have something to change for us, let it be known. That's why it's good to dialogue. We got to talk about this. We got to release this. You know what I'm saying? Got to release this, man. We got to know. And sisters, when you go on dates, and men, when you go on dates, man, ask the women anything, man. Because you never know what you're getting yourself into. You first ask a woman or a man, has your father been in the house? Once you know that's a yes or a no, you'll know how to go from there. Because you know the importance. What either it happened to you and you felt some type of void, you feel it now, or her the same. She didn't get her cup filled with the morals and the standards from her father or his father. You know, because it's coming to me now. What I'm okay, I may be assuming, but I'm gonna check the statistics on that too. Father's not in the house. Do the men want to change their gender? Is it most likely for them to change their gender? Something has to go wrong in their brain psychologically when they're young to do this shit. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me you born like that. You can't tell me that. Something that had to be exposed to make them do that shit. I mean, yeah, what you eat also fucks you up because they fucking with the food and shit and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That got something to do with it too. However, the media plays a big part in it. I mean, it's feeding you every day. That homosexuality, that homo agenda is feeding our babies every day. How does the woman feel about that these days, man? How does she feel about that? All these men out here. All these good men. That's what they say. Oh, all the good men, either gay or in jail. Nah. Some left out here, man. You know, just when we see you in the streets and we approach, you don't acknowledge us. You don't acknowledge us. I don't know what the woman is seeking in the man today. Because I got a question. Does the women